Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm so glad to have Happy Cappie here because she is amazing. And every time I see her, she just makes me smile. So the first time I ever met this girl was at a polka dot powerhouse meeting, which I was kind of like, what have I gotten myself into? Polka dots. I thought it was going to be a little hurrah, like Mary Kay rally or something, but it wasn't. It was great. I really, really enjoyed it. And Cappie stood up and introduced herself as the sparkliest girl ever, and she is. And y'all will see that. So anyways, I'm really glad to have you today on The Guts to Fail. It's all about entrepreneurship and how many times we try different things and we just take risks, and we're willing to take those risks. And today I want to talk to you about the risks you've taken and how those have panned out for you. So, hi, Cappie. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, so I'm a transplanted West Texan. Yeah, but I've been here for 15 years, so I think it's about time I quit saying I'm transplanted. I think I've taken root.
Yep.
And I'm with Touchstone Crystal by Swarovski, which is the sparkliest company in the world, bar none. And we're the direct sales division of that company. And I love it. I love everything about it. I am a boy mom, so it's really fun to have a really girly job.
That's awesome. What's on your necklace right now? Is that a pineapple?
It's a pineapple.
Oh, that's so
cute.
Put your chest up to the camera. I need to see that. Oh my gosh.
It's so cute.
So
they gave us this piece last May when we went to Hawaii. They gave us this piece, and then this summer they put it actually in the line. So we're selling it now. We loved it so much when they gave it to us. We were like, oh, we have to have this for our customers.
I'm pretty sure you probably just sold 12 of those right here on this little thing, because that is cute. I know that I want one. So, okay. I don't know if you were done, and I'm sorry. I might be the worst interviewer ever. Hi, Sydney. Facebook user says, good morning, ladies. Tell us who you are. Can't wait to hear another great episode. I'm so excited. This is working. Yeah. So tell me about Hawaii. And with a direct sales company, a lot of people I work with are direct sales, and standing out in the social media circus, that's my class. I love working with direct sales because so often people get into that because of the discount. I know that's why I've ever gotten into it.
Oh,
they're not business people, but all of a sudden they're being kind of poked and prodded to produce. So
right.
How'd you get into Touchstone by Swarovski? And I know, and also, how did you go on to earn a trip to Hawaii? Like, that's people's dream. That's what they're sold on. They're like, hey, you can do this. You can work from home. You actually did that. So tell me all about it.
Okay. So for anybody in the whole world who's in direct sales, the girl who recruited me kept asking me for 18 months to have a party. 18 months.
Wow.
It's that long. So don't ever give up, y'all. Don't give up. Keep asking people. And then, eventually you'll just either annoy them enough that they'll say, oh, all right. Or the timing will right. I mean, with her, it was just a deal of timing. And so she walked in my house. She didn't even set up a display. She basically just laid the jewelry on my coffee table. And I mean, I couldn't even be a decent hostess at my own party because I was too busy like trying the jewelry on, looking at it. I signed up that night. I mean, and I had zero sales experience, zero direct sales experience. I'd been a CPA and a stay-at-home mom. That was it.
Mm-hmm. So your background was mom of boys,
right?
And numbers.
And numbers. Nothing in there says jewelry at all. And, but, it was just so beautiful. And I wanted, and so I read the stuff, and I looked at my husband. I said, you know what? If I'm going to make this investment, and it wasn't that much money, really, it wasn't that much. But I said, I think I'm going to really give this a shot. So I did all the things all the trainers said to do. I made my list. I called people. I pushed myself. I asked actually, this is kind of a long story, but it's kind of interesting. I asked someone I barely knew to have a party, but she was a professional woman in our town, and she always looked put together. So, and she worked with my husband in a professional capacity. So I said, okay, I'm going to be brave and ask her. And she agreed to have a party. I didn't know one soul at her party, not one soul. Everybody.
That's a good party. You don't, when you're getting outside your sphere of influence, that's when you really start like.
Right, exactly. And so I didn't know anybody. 2 people walked in before they ever sat down, went, I'm having a party. I'm like, well, this is easy.
Hey, people don't understand. And this is the Cappie show right now. I understand. But listen, when y'all put that ice bracelet on, okay, Cappie's wearing a pineapple, and Cappie's extremely sparkly. I mean, look at that. So the ice bracelet, she's wearing the gold one right now and the pink or whatever. Yes. Those I wear with blue jeans and a white t-shirt all the time. And it's like, they're like, what is that? You know, and I get asked about my bracelets all the time.
Yes.
They're really cute. So it is hard to explain.
Yeah. So what's interesting is I can, with very few exceptions, I can trace almost every party I still have to this day back to that one party. I can do the provenance.
I just got chills, and I just got out of the shower, Cappie. That's rude. I just shaved my legs. That's incredible.
Yeah, and
that is incredible.
But the way that I got to earning the trips, and by the way, so I've been to Hawaii, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Riviera Maya, Alaskan cruise, Bahamas.
Hold on, I can't write that fast.
No.
Alaskan cruise, and what was the last one? The Bahamas?
Bahamas, yes. Plus, and that's the incentive trips, and then we've had leadership trips to like Disney or Orlando and Las Vegas. I mean, it's insane. It really is. It's crazy. And so, in New York City.
Can you tell me about what it's like to go on one of those incentive trips? Like, do you have to bring money with you? And I mean, obviously.
Just for shopping.
Shopping. You poor freaking soul.
No, and so that is amazing. And that's a big driver for me, because I love travel more than anything in the world. So it's a huge driver for me. But what got me on the trips was shortly after I started, I had an aha moment. So if you want me to go on and tell you about that.
Yes, let's go ahead, because aha moments are definitely my thing. Yes, okay. I love that word. Uh-huh.
Yes. So one Sunday at church, a little teenager came popping up, and she was this young, bubbly, cute little thing. And she said, Miss Cappie, would you want to give me some money I'm trying to earn money to go on a mission trip. And so I was in that learning mode. And I said, well, how about if you go ask your mom if she'll have a jewelry party, and I'll give you my profits. And she came back. She said okay.
Yeah. And wait a minute. So you get to give back to people and help people, but then you get to take the darn trip. Oh, I want to sign up right now. Sign me up.
Yes. And so we had her little party. She needed $250 to go on the mission trip. I wrote her a check for $240 from that party. Wow. And that's when a light bulb went off in my head that said, because I was still feeling a little bit of the direct sales smarmy feeling.
Yeah. No, Yes. Oh, you can say that. Yes.
Yeah, I was
People want to hear
feeling a
that.
little bit of that. I really was. I was still kind of like, oh, I'm asking people to spend money, and I was a little uncomfortable with that. And the light bulb went off, and I said, I can help people by doing this. This is my vehicle. This is my vehicle. And so from there, as often as I could, I started asking people and putting myself out there, and I'm doing it more and more. I mean, now I would say more than half of my parties are fundraisers now. And that's the way I want it, because that excites me. I get way more excited about a fundraiser party than I do about just my rig. I mean, not that I don't love every single guest and hostess I've ever had, but oh my goodness, those fundraisers just trip my trigger.
Trip my trigger.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's your hashtag.
Oh, there's a good one.
Trigger. Okay, I like that. Wow. Okay, so when you had the aha moment that you could use that as a fundraiser, and because a lot of times, the mother of invention is happenstance, like something that's happened, and necessity. Like, I need this. Why don't they have this? And, and that's how I built the whole virtual bingo fundraisers for me, because somebody asked for that. I was like, how can I make that work? But I love how you were able to help her go on her mission trip. But going back to something that you said at the very beginning is that you were brave enough to ask. And you asked that one lady that you didn't really know very well. You didn't know anybody at her party. 2 people walked in, hadn't even sat down, and said, I want to have a party, because they immediately saw it and they were like, oh my gosh. But everything you can do, everything you've done now, the pineapple on your neck, Hawaii, Dominican, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Riviera Maya, Alaska cruise, Bahamas, and your incentive trips all go back to that one moment that you were brave enough to ask. And if you had not been brave enough, and that right there, you had the guts to fail. You had the guts when you asked her, you said to yourself something like, what's the worst thing that could happen? She says, no, and she says, you're a smarmy direct salesperson, but she didn't. Right. And now you are Happy Cappie, and look at your neck, your bracelets.
Yeah, you know what? That hasn't stopped. Every day when I pick up this phone to start asking people, I'm the same way. It's still that feeling has never gone away from me. I'm still like, but not as bad, And now I have such a wonderful network of customers and hostesses that it's like, I have this huge network to work with. So, and when you emphasize that fundraising thing, so many people just jump right on that. Yeah.
And you build your network, your group, your team, and that's replicatable. Not only can you help people, but then you earn the trip at the end. Right. And that's your incentive.
What's cool is I've had one year, one trip, 3 of the girls, because we have to, it's not just sales, it's recruiting as well. And 3 of the girls who helped me earn that trip, who joined my team, joined to make money for mission trips.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
It's pretty cool to be a part of something bigger than yourself too.
Yeah. And not to go into financials too much, but when you recruit people and then they do a fundraiser, just because they're giving away their profits doesn't mean you're still not making profits off of their sales. So you can still you still earn a paycheck, but your paycheck that you're focused on is Hawaii or wherever. Where are they going this year? Do they know?
It hasn't been announced yet. So that's always a big announcement.
Okay. Like, yay, where are we going to go?
It's normally a conference, but we're only having like a 3-hour virtual conference. So I don't know if the announcement will be then or not. We'll see.
Okay. So, can you tell me, we talked a while ago, this is a long time ago when we first met, and there was a time where you were struggling. You were on the struggle bus a little bit. With looking back on that, and I don't think it was coronavirus. I don't think that had happened yet. What was going on? Looking back, can you kind of say, okay, I know what I did wrong, or what I would change, or how I pulled out of it? Can you tell me about that?
Yes, I can. Without going into detail, I realized that what I was doing at that time, the process I was following, and what I was thinking about at that time was not authentic for me. I was trying to achieve a rank. Basically, I was trying to rank up. I was focusing on that and not my true north. Why I really was doing this, and it was just it was drudgery. You know, I didn't like a lot of the stuff that I felt like I needed to do to make that happen. And it actually, there was a post there's a post that you made.
Me?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I reached out to you and told you how much that post meant to me.
What?
It's been a while. It's been a while. And you made a post about, as only you can do. And it basically was about, I think it may have been around the time you decided to quit doing the wall words, maybe. Right about then. And
I remember that post.
I think it may have been. It could have been that post. And when you were just like, this isn't feeding me anymore. This is really not who I am anymore. Because we all evolve.
You're gonna make me cry, Cappie. That's amazing.
But we all change. And every once in a while, we let other people change us.
Yeah, we do.
And that's never
society, the world, Facebook, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's never a good idea. And you started me on that journey of, wait a minute.
What's up? Wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, just a minute. And it took a while to unwind that situation. And it took me, and that was another brave moment. It was another brave moment for me to say, you know what? That is not what I want out of this. That is just not what I want. That's not what's important to me.
That is powerful. And you know what? You're still standing. You were brave enough to say no and say, you know what? You evaluated what made you happy, and you realized that something wasn't right. You were putting a square peg in a round hole, and you're like, why is this not working? Why can't I do this? It's making me feel like a failure. But the true north, like you said, was your instinct. And I was pinning this morning because I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm in a hotel room, and I thought the lighting would be much better, but it's raining cats and dogs outside. But here's the deal. I was pinning this morning, and I came across a quote that said, your instinct never lies. And I thought of that that pin when you just said that, because your instinct was telling you, that's not what I want. That's not what I'm here for. When you started focusing on what your passion was, what the talents were, what you're talented at doing, and what your passions. And Steve Harvey says your talent and your passion lead to your purpose.
Right.
And your purpose is helping others. And you can't do that when you're focused on making a rank for yourself.
Exactly. It just wasn't. And coincidentally, I was also doing, during that period of time, I was also doing that Priscilla Shirer Bible study.
Priscilla Shriver? How do I spell that?
Priscilla Shirer, Shirer.
Oh, you know what? You told me about that, but I never knew how to spell that.
Yeah, and it's discerning the voice of God. And I mean, I was crying out when I look back at that study and the things I was writing. You know, I was searching. I was really struggling, and you know, um, through people like you that go out there and put your authentic voice out there, no matter, you know, you don't varnish it.
I get worried. I do get worried. I'm like, oh, where should I post that?
Yeah. You know, there were voices coming in. There were people coming into my life and helping me find my path again.
The pieces were being put in front of you. God was using other people's message to help you along your way.
Boy, did it take bravery. Did it take big time bravery? I even, I mean, I'll even say I signed up for a course with April Pertwee, and it was called Brave 90.
Oh, you did that.
Yes.
Okay.
I have grabbed Brave with both hands for the past, let's say, well, January was when I went to her symposium.
Yeah.
So it's been 6 months.
This past February I couldn't go. We're back watching Jaden. We're in Kansas, and we were in Florida watching him then.
Yeah. So so I feel like I have wrestled really to get back to where I am now. So, you know.
So where are you now? I think inquiring minds want to know, what rank are you? And are you on path to rank up? I mean, what is that? Are you progressing in your own lane?
I am progressing in my own lane, but in a very, very different way. And it doesn't have anything to do with rank.
Okay.
And if rank happens, it'll happen, but that's not at all what's important to me.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is you have found your own path, and you are being wildly successful at that. You're helping people. You're making a living. You're still here. That was like a year ago, right? Oh, maybe not. No, that wasn't a year ago.
It started a year ago.
In the fall. Yeah.
So it started in the fall. So and I stayed. I did stay, and and I thought about leaving. I mean, I thought hard about leaving, but God never gave me permission to leave.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
I'd say, I'm done. I've just got to be done with this. And I would pretty clearly get the message, I'm not done with you yet. You still have
to help submissions. You still have things to do.
You got work to do. You got stuff to do still. And so I'm still here. And I love what I'm doing, even despite the pandemic and everything. I mean, I've found, you know, like everybody else, we've had to pivot big time.
Yeah.
Because I was just about ready to get back out and start doing live parties again. And then spike.
Yeah. Nikki has been talking, and she's with Pottery, and she's right.
I don't have my glasses on. So.
Oh, that's okay. I've been adding them to the
okay,
so people could read them. But Nikki, I was in Grow Circle. I don't know which Grow Circle, but I was in one of them, and it was amazing. I need to go back to that training. But she said when she stopped selling and started sharing, it took her 13 months. And sometimes it is really a mindset shift in discovering what you're there for.
Right.
And I know that she's been wildly successful. Cappie says she loves this. I mean, Nikki says she loves this, Cappie. And then Blue Mound Magnolia, which is Alma. She is just so sweet. I really love my rocking chair, but it really makes me fidget a lot, and I'm sorry. So, okay, we have about 5 more minutes.
Okay.
If you could give yourself advice, first of all, how many years have you been doing this?
5.
5. Oh, I already knew that. 5 years. Mm-hmm. If you could give yourself advice 5 years ago, when you first started, is there anything that you would tell yourself then that you know now?
You know what? I heard this from other people, but I had to live it, and that's not to be attached to the outcome. You go in with the right heart and the right motivation, and it's going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to work out. It's not just going to come to you, though. I didn't realize what hard work this was going to be. I thought it was all just fun and games. Just go to a party, show 'em your sparkle.
That is part of it. That is part of it. It's not all of it.
And you know what? For some of my friends in the company, some of the high achievers, it really kind of is what it is for them. But for me, it has been, and really the hard work has been in here on me. That's where the hard work has been.
Wow.
And so I'm 65 years old. So, you know, there is a voice telling me I'm too old for this.
No.
Shut up. You know, no, I'm not done. I'm not done. This is perfect for this stage in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I had not, even because I started when I was 60. So even then I was like, well,
you started a career in your 60s that has taken you literally all over the world and allowed you to, I just got chills again. Anyways, and allowed you to help so many people through fundraisers. I know you did a nurse campaign for our first responders, you know, during coronavirus, and necklaces, and giving those necklaces or selling.
Right.
It was a fundraiser thing.
Mm-hmm.
For Little Souls at Rest.
Yes.
I know you did one for Cindy Ortiz with Lemongrass Spa. Mm-hmm. She herself is in direct sales with Lemongrass Spa, but y'all partnered up for a bingo night. Mm-hmm. I mean, everywhere I look, there's like Cappie is, you know, helping people. It's amazing. I love everything that you're doing. If somebody wants that damn pineapple on your neck, how do they get it? Tell us right now.
Well, I have thanks to Brooklyn, I have a bit.ly link.
Ooh.
bit.ly/ Cappie McBeth, and it's capital C, capital M, and capital B. So just like I would type my name, but all one word.
Okay, so CAPPIE, and then capital M, little C,
capital BETH. Yeah.
Little c, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so I'm just going to put that up to the camera, and then I'm going to type it in the notes too. And okay. It is definitely case sensitive.
Yes.
If you do not do the capital letters right, it will not go to the right place.
Exactly.
It'll say error.
Exactly. Okay. I'm doing it all small caps, and it wouldn't take it for some reason. So
that's weird.
I know.
Anyways, but I like that. And see how easy that was to remember. Everybody use bit.ly. This is a little tip and trick for free today. bit.ly, bit.ly / and then it will create one for you, but you can edit it and make it your own. It traces how many times people have clicked it. So I can't type in these comments for some reason. It won't let me type back. But in the Facebook page of this, I'm going to put your link on there so everyone can go support you and your next trip to wherever the hell that's going to be. It's going to be amazing. I wish I could go with you. Do you get to take a person with you?
Sometimes. It depends on the level I'm at.
Okay. And sometimes it's free for the other person. So you bring your husband, I'm sure, but you could always have a girls trip and bring me.
Yes, I could do that.
I am a lot of fun on trips.
Yes. You know what? I just want to say one more thing, and that's kind of my mantra. Mm-hmm. And that is that, you know, and it's to whom much is given, much is required. And so I've been so blessed in this life, so very blessed, that I just feel like it's my job to bless others. It's my obligation, it's my duty.
To whom much is given, much is required.
Mm-hmm.
I Love that. You know what? And I love you. Thank you so much, Cappie. We ended right on time. There's no better way to end it. I love you. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to go thrift shopping with my mom in Kansas. I don't know what that's going to be like, but I'll let you know. You'll have a great day. You nailed it. I will talk to everyone next week for the Guts to Fail, and we will announce who that speaker or that guest is shortly. Bye, Cappie. Have a great day. Thank you.